It's humble, but it dances the sky. A Cessna 150, our favorite plane to fly.
Here's the bird. We are loading up here. Gonna take off in a few minutes. So we're going camping up to Ingall's Field, Virginia. So we've got our tent and our sleeping bag and our air mattresses, our hammocks, an extra tarp to put over, stuff for the plane, lantern, 2 chairs, our tool kit, and then we got to pick up all this stuff I got in the back, which is our blankets, our food, and our 2 backpacks. So it's kind of close. We're going to be right at gross weight. I had to keep some fuel down in the aircraft in order to make sure that we weren't going to be over or too much over. It's very difficult to calculate 100% accuracy on an old airplane, exactly where things are going to fall, but we try to keep it as close as possible. So, that being said, here she is with all her more stuff. We're going to load up. It's about a 215 miles up there. I think with the route I'm going to take to avoid the mountains and stay closer to the highway and everything, it's going to be about 230 miles. But wind should be light or slightly a tailwind. So it's saying about 2 hours and 15 minutes to get there. So we'll see you up there.
All right, so taxiing on out here. Everything is loaded up to the brim in here. Amazing how much stuff you can carry.
South traffic, Cessna 704, Yankee Echo is departing the pattern to the north. We'll be maneuvering over Cherokee Lake at 3,500 Morristown.
Morristown traffic, Cessna 18 Golf, taking off runway 05, be a straight out departure, Morristown. Ready?
Ready.
Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who gives us such things to enjoy. We ask for your safety. All things would run well. We would get there in good time with no issues. Help us to bless your name in all we do. In Yeshua's name. Amen. Well, all of our stuff at least is balancing. Definitely heavy, I can feel it. See if I can climb out a little better here. But I think we're going to be okay. On our way. Tri-Cities approach, Cessna 6618 Golf.
Cessna 6618 Golf, Tri-Cities approach.
Cessna 6618 Golf. We're at 150 over here near Chimney Top at 4,900. Climbing to 55. Just would like to transition kind of along the 81 corridor.
Cessna 18 Golf, falls to 0443.
0443 for 18 Golf.
Cessna 18 Golf, radar contact about a mile northwest of Chimney Top. Tri-City altimeter 3032, verify 5,000.
Cessna 18 Golf, we're at 5,000. Climbing to 555 and then we'll level off and engage the altitude hold. Autopilot's been on for heading now. 199 miles to go. So we've got altitude hold on here. Everything's going good. So we are entering into Virginia right. Well, yeah, there's the main street, so there's the state line. So we're going to be in Virginia right. Come on. straddling both states. We're in both at once. Okay, we're officially in Virginia. Woo! Got 167 miles to go. Autopilot's been doing good, holding us right at about 5,500.
Cessna 18 Golf, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the Virginia Highlands Airport's at 9 o'clock in about a mile. There'll be a Challenger departing there off of runway 6 here momentarily, climbing to 8,000.
And Cessna 18 Golf, we have the airport and that traffic ready to depart.
Roger.
It's so dang.
There's something wrong with the course on this thing. It's not agreeing. It does until I put that as a waypoint in there, and then it paints the magenta line here different than what's on the map. It's been tracking me off of it, getting further and further from it.
Cessna 18 Golf, radar services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Y'all have a good day.
Going to VFR for Cessna 18 Golf. Thanks for your help. All right, we're going to go ahead and make a stop up here at Mountain Empire.
Contact Atlanta Center 133.
About 31 miles. So we'll make a stop there. That'll be a good stop. Be about halfway or so, maybe less. Maybe more. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, should be about the halfway point. All right, final for runway 8. All right, so that was fun. Went potty, added a little oil. It's a pretty little spot, it really is. We are 55 miles out, going over some just really pretty mountainous country here in western Virginia. But we're kind of coming up toward the central part of Virginia now. So 54 miles out from Ingall Field. A little bit of scud. We had to dodge under for a little while, but it's kind of clearing out now. Everything is as pretty as it could be. Got the autopilot's been doing really good. We're starting to get some fall colors. Starting to move around. Some ridges are better than others, but we're starting to get quite a bit of color moving. So here's the approach coming in. Can't see it yet, but it's right up here on the top of the mountain, just beyond this little peak. Inglesfield traffic, Cessna 18 Golf. It's about 10 miles to the southwest inbound, Inglesfield.
I said to Mom, do you want the good news or the bad news? And she goes, bad news first. And I said, the wind is only blowing at 4 knots, so I won't be able to live out my Mary Poppins fantasy.
The good news is the wind's blowing at 4 knots. All right, that's quite a place.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the views. Inglesfield traffic, Cessna 18 Golf on 45 to the left downwind for 25 Inglesfield. There he is.
Traffic 12 o'clock, 1.9 miles, 1,000 feet below.
Ingall's Field, Cessna 1 Golf is left base 25 Ingall's. Can't look at the ground on approaches like this.
What do you look at?
I gotta keep that runway in sight.
Canada traffic helicopter 5 uniform is 5.
Isn't the runway on the ground?
Landing to the ramp, Canada.
Well, you can get your depth perception off.
Ah. Ooh, this is cool.
Ingall's Field, Cessna 1 Golf is final 25 Ingall's Field.
.500.
Look at that takeoff. It's like into the abyss.
There is 30.
Yeah, it is. We made it.
We made it.
Woo! Okay.
In the camp. So we have a nice courtesy vehicle, pretty good. There is little Ziggy all tied down. And just over here is the campsites, or at least some of them. So that's where we got a couple other campers down there. We're under the blue tarp. So kind of nice, got a fire pit, wood, picnic table. Here is our little campsite. Got my hammock and our chairs and our tent. And there's the wifey over there, all up in her, in her hammock. Our fellow campers are here, and the planes are right there. So just a real pretty spot down in here. And got a fire pit, picnic table, and wood. And there's some additional campsites up on the other side of the ramp area here that are more in the open. This is here in kind of in the woods, so just a nice spot. So here we are off the end of, I believe this is 8, runway 8, I think. I don't know. We just walked down from the terminal out here, and check out what's at the end of the runway. What a drop off, what a view. So we got our chairs set up and we are gonna enjoy the sunset. Here at sunset begins the Feast of Sukkot, so tabernacles, and we are gonna enjoy the first night of it out here actually Sukkoting. So we will be in a tent out under the stars. What a sunset. It is just gorgeous. Look at that.
All right, so we are departing here. We had to wait till a little after 11 o'clock just because of the weather. Had a lot of wind last night that moved in. Made things kind of challenging to sleep a little bit with the wind hitting on the tent, but we made it through. It's calmed down now. The ceilings are lifting, kind of scattering out, but we're going to try to get home before this weather system moves in tonight. So hopefully we'll be home here in a couple of hours if all goes well. And we definitely want to come back here. I'd like to come back here with a better shot of weather. Get a couple of days in. There's a lot of hiking and stuff to do. So we'll keep it on our outlook. Come up here again.
Well, and next year they have all the improvements.
Yeah, so next year they're going to be doing a bunch of improvements to it. Working on getting the crosswind grass runway recertified. The old terminal building, they're going to turn it back into a like a bathhouse for primitive camping over there.
And then they're building the new FBO.
Yep, and then the new FBO building. So this will be quite the place eventually. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Venu Volcano, our Father, our King, please keep us safe on this. May we get home well and without any weather issues. In Yeshua's name. Amen. Yeah, a little bit.
Gonna dive off.
No, I think I'm going to go out around here.
Ooh, look at this house.
That's quite a takeoff. It was really cool. I was going to go around that mountain, but I think I'm just going to go right through here.
Well, this is the road the waterfall's off of.
Gotta get prepared here.
Terrain. Terrain. Caution, terrain.
Maintain altitude. Looks like the sky is clearing out quite nice. Mountain Empire traffic Cessna 18 Golf is 4 miles to the east and bound for a straight in 26. Mountain Empire. Well, here we are coming into Mountain Empire. It is definitely rough and turbulent out today. I love this approach with the interstate. Mackerel, dude. That was a fun approach.
Dinger.
Well, we're going to wait out the weather here. Looks like it's clipping through pretty quick, so hopefully it ain't too long. Morristown traffic, Cessna 18 Golf is turning base to final for 23, be a full stop, Morristown. Well, here looks like we're going to make it. It's starting to sock in pretty quick over to our north, though, so may have just made it. All right, so that was fun. That was an adventure like everything. All right, see you on the next one.